Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Mixed Media Mayhem. And this week the recipe is polka dots, borders, and stamping. So I have stamped, I use this set of Paige Evans stamps, and I think they're from the Splendid collection. I used the maple leaf, the oak leaf, and the flower. And I stamped on papers from Garden Shop. 2 blues for the leaves and pink and orange for the flowers. So that's what I'm working with. I'm also kind of loosely interpreting this this layout from a Victor Henriques, who's one of my favorite creatives out there. And he's got torn layers and some border strips kind of stuck up under the torn layers, and then leaves and poinsettias all around. It's a Christmas layout. And then he's got a contrasting torn paper. So I'm going to kind of somewhat emulate that. But first I want to color the leaves a bit. I stamped them and fussy cut them out of blue paper, and I've got this blue ink that I'm gonna differently on each leaf, but I'm gonna kind of pump up the blue using a different kind of blue down at the bottom of the leaf. And it's I'm varying the intensity and the spread of it to make each leaf a little bit different. And I'm just using foam dauber, and I'm using Distress ink instead of Distress oxide. If I were to use the oxide, it would cover up the black stamping lines. So there, it's a little bit more opaque. So let me get that. I'm gonna do purple on the oak leaves. I've already done one. That was my kind of my test run there. There's different intensity and strength, and kind of go up here. And these colors are kind of taken from the photo I'm using. It's a photo that Patrice's staff sent me because they knew that we weren't going to be together on Thanksgiving. And so it's Patrice in the back of the staff van with a what looks like an interesting drink. And so I thought I'd do this page kind of for Patrice. I was supposed to be there with her, visiting her this week, and I had my own medical issues to deal with, so I couldn't be there. Okay, so we've got the leaves done. I'm gonna do some intense orange in the center of the orange flowers. I'm just gonna kind of do a circle like so. Those are easy peasy. And then I'm gonna do pink, this picked raspberry in the middle of the pink flowers. And that's what one of those look like. And then we'll have some fun putting all this together. We'll kind of go like that. And that's making a little rounder, you know, kind of a distinct circle. I'm not entirely happy with that, so I'm going to kind of brush it out from the center and see if that works better. And each one, of course, is turning out different because I'm trying something different on each one. Okay, and I have cut this little, on Victor's layout, he's got white on white, and the title is just a scripty word, you. Well, I have this, it's a Project Life card that's vellum, and it has different words on it. So it had the word you, and it's in just the perfect color scheme, so, or color combination. So I'm going to use that as my title and just make it a kind of not a particularly, not a lot of journaling or anything. There's not much of a story there other than it's a picture of my sister whom I miss. I have this frame, which I could maybe do something like this. I like that. So let me get a little foam to put on it. And when I arrange things, we'll see how that works. And I'm going to start tearing in a minute. I have a piece of paper from, I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to put this right there where I can see it. This is from Simple Vintage Country Harvest, and I'm going to use the B side of it, the side that has the polka dots. And I'm going to go about 6 inches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so about right there. And I'm just going to kind of tear it without a whole lot of dips and turns. And I'm going to mount it on this paper, which is from a paper pad, and it has what look like marks on it, but that's kind of part of a, it's meant to look a little like mixed media, I guess. It's kind of an epic fail as far as I'm concerned, but it's polka dot, and it's a different scale of polka dots, obviously, and the reverse color. It's black on white instead of white on black. So I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to get this border strip and kind of tuck it in. This is from a basic gray collection called Kissing Booth from 2011. So I'm going to kind of tuck it under after I raise this up. That's why I didn't want too many dips and valleys in there. I'm going to lay this kind of lined up with the line of dots below. And then I'm going to use, let's see where I'm going to put the photo. I'm going to put the photo kind of right like so. And I'm going to use these just tucked way under. So before I put that on, I'll do this and kind of raise that up. I don't know how much that's going to show, actually. And it doesn't actually matter a whole lot. I'm just going to put a little glue there. This black and white plaid is a scrap from one of the printables from Scrap-A-Sketch. And okay, so that I'm curling that up and you can kind of see that. So now I'm going to put some foam behind the photo. And I'm using it because it's a different black from this. And it really contrasts while still looking like it kind of belongs. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to go like maybe right there. And then this is going to go like so. And then I'll just group some of the stamped images around. This is a very simple design that leaves a lot of white space, and you can have, you can just do any combination. You could do like mixed media, which is what Victor did on his for the top part. I chose a very bold pattern, but that certainly isn't required and wasn't from the original. I'm going to go like this. Okay, and then these will kind of get placed so that and I'm not putting foam on these because I can curl them up. Now the flowers, I will put a little foam behind them. And I will also kind of curl a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here and add another leaf kind of right there where it goes over, and I'm gonna maybe double up on these blue ones. Okay, press that down. I really like how the leaves are just a little bit different. And I'm going to go here with an oak leaf. And I'm gluing it to the fold in the paper rather than directly to the background, and that will also give it some lift and dimension. And here, I'll put the leaves down and then I'll go back and do flowers, I think. I think that's the way I'm gonna have this working. Like that. And I think I did 7 of the oak leaves, maybe only 5 or 7 of the maple leaves. I'm gonna do this one right here for the on the end. And now I'm gonna put a few of the oak leaves in among the maples. And then I'll have one kind of sticking out from under the there. I'll do another oak one right here. And I think I'll do a double of the oak leaves here, again gluing that oak leaf to the folded part. And now I'm going to do a maple leaf right here under the black. Well, I'll tell you what I need to do is to get that in the place I wanted, I need to cut the stem off. Okay, there. And kind of curl that up. And here, I'm going to do this right there. And I have one more oak leaf, or a maple leaf rather. So where do I want to put it? I'm gonna maybe go here. Okay, now I'm gonna take the flowers and put some foam behind them and just kind of place them around where I think we need some color. And I've got, I'm not sure how this happened. Okay. Okay, let me curl this up. This is the first orange flower, and we're picking up on some of the oranges in there. And I'm gonna maybe put this one right there. I'll do another orange one. I have to leave a spot for the title to go. I'm thinking the title could go right here, and I could do a flower close to it, maybe like so. And it goes at a little bit different angle from the frame, so you get to see a little bit of both. I'm gonna put this put glue on that instead of foam, and I need the lift of the foam, so hopefully I can make that work. I should have peeled the glue off of it because I'm having trouble getting the backing. Silly me. Okay, I want to put this right in there, kind of hidden, and then I'm going to hide an orange one back under there, and I will put glue on it. Kind of sneak it in there. I'm going to take a pink one and put it in right there. And I will do the orange, an orange one there, and a pink. I have two pinks, okay. I'll do a pink, maybe right in there, and another pink right there. Okay, and I believe that is finished. I don't think I'm going to do, I had thought maybe I'd try to do something down in this corner, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is. So I certainly have polka dots. You can see the border sticker that I have there, and all the rest of the stuff is stamped. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll check out everybody else who's doing pages with this recipe this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.